It's So Cute by Karen Avizur, narrated by Brianna Judy. Amanda and Xanathor had been co-workers at the local Larkinid restaurant for months, but had just now managed to schedule an evening to hang out. Larkinids were aliens who had bonded with humans over their mutual love of domesticated animals, since the vast majority of other sophont species had very few examples of pets. Amanda herself had 3 cats, and Xanathor had been extremely excited to meet them after seeing so many photos. The cats had reacted with less enthusiasm than she'd hoped, but she'd been warned of the different body language of Earth felines. She was determined to visit often enough that they might become friendlier toward her. Xanathor didn't have a churik, which was the animal human ambassadors had first been introduced to during a cultural exchange, but she knew several people who had one. The amphibious lizard, purple with large eyes, had quickly become popular among humans. There was a learning curve, as with all things, but Amanda had told her friend that once the first photo of the animal had gone online, every pet store knew what was coming. Now they were finally at Amanda's house, sitting outside on her back porch as the human stood at her grill, attending to kebabs and ribs she was cooking for dinner. Xanathor stared up at the foreign constellations of Earth. "It must be so strange to visit another planet as an astronomer," she remarked. "Just look up and see the wrong sky." Amanda chuckled. "Yeah, I'll bet. Also pretty cool, though. Astronomers used to spend their whole lives studying the stars we could see from Earth. Now they've got their pick of a bunch of perspectives." "True." Xanathor stood up, looking around the yard. "I really like the plants you chose for your yard. Do you cook with any of them?" "Not technically," she replied, glancing over and pointing to a tree. "But that one's an apple tree. It was here when I moved in, and it was well taken care of, so it gives me more apples than I can eat every year." "Oh, I can eat those?" Walking over to the tree, Xanathor looked up at it. "When does it make apples?" "About August to October. You can come pick a box full in a couple of months." "That sounds great." She turned around and gasped. "I see another cat." Amanda smiled, following her friend's gaze past the porch, near the line of bushes that led to the front of the house. "Really? Outdoor cats aren't that common around here. You sure it isn't a raccoon?" Xanathor paused. "What color are raccoons? Black and white?" "It might be a raccoon." Amanda shook her head. "Those guys aren't very nice. They're all about food, and woe to anyone who gets in their way. You've gotten lectures on Earth wildlife, so you know that not everything is as friendly as what we keep in our houses." "Even the ones we keep in our houses aren't always friendly." Xanathor started slowly walking toward the animal, away from the porch, leaving Amanda's eye line. "If it's not friendly, it'll run away," she reasoned aloud, half to herself. "Xan," Amanda said warily, turning the kebabs with the tongs in her hands. "These are almost done. Hold on. Just because you can't catch human diseases like rabies does not mean being bitten by a raccoon won't hurt." Despite the warning, the off-worlder continued to slink forward, instinctively hunched over to look less intimidating as she left the glow of the porch's floodlight. "It's so cute," she whispered. Amanda let out a small groan. "Oh, I really hope that's a cat," she muttered to herself. Keeping half her attention on the grill and the rest in exasperation on her friend, Amanda waited as Xanathor softly said, "Hi, kitty." "Yes, you're very pretty. I love your floofy tail. Are you—" "Ah!" Amanda dropped the tongs and rushed over as Xanathor stumbled backwards. "Did it bite? Oh, holy moly!" she gasped, immediately turning and rushing away from her friend and onto the porch. Xanathor choked and gagged, swearing. "Why? What did it do? What is it?" other side of the lawn," Amanda ordered, pulling her shirt up over her nose and jabbing a finger in the other direction. Her friend stumbled away, tearing her own shirt off and throwing it away from her, uncaring of social convention. "You know what are also black and white, Zan? Skunks. Just, stay there. I'll throw you your dinner because you're not coming back inside." Continuing to cough, Xanathor looked at her friend despairingly. Luckily, the protective membranes over her eyes had flicked to cover them instinctively, quick enough that none of the particulates had gotten in. "This is the worst thing I've ever smelled," she wailed. "It was so cute. How could it be so evil? I need soap. All the soap you have." "No, you need like baking soda and hydrogen peroxide." "What?" "That is a chemical defense mechanism against getting eaten," Amanda snapped. "It's not coming off with soap. And you're going to miss work because it won't completely go away for a few days." She grimaced, picking up the tongs and rapidly removing everything from the grill, quickly putting it on waiting platters. "All right, dinner is postponed until I clean you off. Have we learned a lesson about petting random animals on Earth? I mean, for void's sake, don't you have things you stay away from on your planet, even though they are cute?" "Yeah, but this one was really cute." The end.